Well, being that your comments are what some people can construe as being mean.
Mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a comment
Mm-hmm.
directed toward us.
Okay.
That I don't know if you're even aware of.
Probably not.
Apparently, we have been given a recent comment on our iTunes.
I was not aware.
All right. And it's not a bad thing, and it's sort of like I like what you guys do, but
Mm-hmm. Sure.
well, over there on iTunes, I noticed that 2 days ago we received a new comment.
Okay.
By someone who identifies themselves as Dittomist.
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 Can't wait to hear what Dittomist has to say.
Well, Dittomist seems to be a fan of the show.
Okay.
But is a little bit put off by some of the things that we discuss.
Okay.
So the title of it is Smart on Metal, Brain Dead on Politics.
Okay.
I am so conflicted when it comes to the classic metal show. Chris and Neeley have a great chemistry together, and they are extremely knowledgeable when it comes to heavy metal.
Well, thank you.
They clearly have a lot of fun on the show, and they aren't shy about poking fun at others, whether it's a reaction to a terrible new Bret Michaels single or a mockery of a perplexing podcast like Heavy Metal Dad and Anime Girl.
Okay, so he does listen.
He or she, I'm not really sure if it's a he or
she. Dittomist is.
Yeah.
All right.
Some of these attacks are mean-spirited.
Okay.
But I can't deny they're not entertaining as hell.
Right, okay.
One of my favorite parts of the show is whenever Doghouse and Tim James from Australia, two people who call in on a regular basis, contribute to the conversation.
Really?
Yes.
Are you sure Dittomist isn't Tim James?
I don't know.
Jeez.
These two gentlemen are articulate.
What?
Intelligent and enjoyable to listen to.
Tim James?
And it makes me wish they could have a podcast of their own.
Tim James.
That's what it said. So Tim James and Doghouse need their own podcast.
Well, okay. Great.
I can never get enough of Doghouse's hilarious impressions of the former Queensryche vocalist Jeff Tate. But damn it, whenever Chris and Neeley start talking about politics and current events, they suddenly come across as hateful, intolerant, racist bigots.
Okay.
It's obvious that they get all of their information from Fox News and right-wing radio.
Okay.
Time and time again, Chris has demonstrated a blatant dislike of African Americans and homosexuals. And it's really unfortunate that his prejudices and intolerance gets in the way of what is mostly a lighthearted show.
Oh, is that it?
So if you like metal and share the politics and beliefs with Ted Nugent and Sarah Palin, then you'll feel right at home with the Classic Metal Show.
Wow.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Wing command union right.
I did not understand a thing he said.
I don't understand a single word he said.
So there you are.
So let me. I'm not going to deny Ditto Man's opinion. I'm not going to say right.
Ditto missed.
Ditto missed. I'll say this, Ditto missed. I have not watched Fox News in easily 3 years. Not any of it. I'll take that back. The very occasional video that might pop up through Facebook. but I don't watch Fox News at all. To be honest, I watch CBS News. You know, that's where I get, if I watch a channel, I watch CBSN on my Roku. As far as news day to day, I watch something called Newsy. I know I talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Right.
That's where I get my news. And that's from across the gamut. As far as right-wing radio, have not listened to any of that. I can't even remember the last time I listened to Glenn Beck or Rush Limbaugh or anything. You know, as far as radio, I really don't listen to radio. I listen to podcasts, listen to Corolla, I listen to Rogan, I listen to Cumia. I don't really listen to any political radio at all anymore. So that part you're definitely wrong on. I'll say that much. As far as being racist, I can see where you would think that, but I think you're missing kind of the point of what we do, which is we purposely take it to the absurd level when we're reading racist stories. And that's kind of what we do.
Yeah, we kind of poke fun at it by showing how ridiculous racism is.
Right. And we're never, ever, ever going to be afraid to talk about racism. We're never going to play into. It sounds like, and I'm assuming like Dittomist assumed on me. It sounds to me like Dittomist is one of these guys that wants to feel compassion for like the people of Ferguson.
Right.
That wants to feel compassion for the plight of the black man in the Trayvon Martin case. And you know what? No, I'm not racist at all. You know, as far as, and I'm not going to go into the, well, I have black friends bullshit, you know, whatever. You know, I will go into this point, though. I don't care what color anybody is. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. In the Ferguson issue, wrong was wrong. Right was the white cop went through two different sets of hearings and was found not guilty both times. So technically, as far as I'm concerned, what he did, putting that guy's brains all over the fucking street, was absolutely correct. Was 100% right. Was cleared. Was legal. What the people of Ferguson did, burning down their town, looting the city, flipping over cars, damaging property, absolutely wrong. I don't care if they were white guys doing it, black guys doing it, Spanish guys doing it, whatever. Those people that were doing it were wrong. Period. And yes, I like every good racist today, I hate the president. If that makes me a racist, then so be it. Then I'm a racist because that president is a piece of fucking shit. Period. That's all.
Well, I guess it's my turn to speak.
Go ahead.
I want to thank you all for coming today. I want to thank you all for voting for me. I want to thank God and my promoter and everybody who voted for me.
Right.
But I think that I'm with Chris. I think that there's a misunderstanding there when it comes to social topics and political topics and racial topics. Mm-hmm. I think the idea, as Chris so eloquently pointed out, that we embellish it to show how absurd it is in so many cases. Mm-hmm. But I think from a personal level that my viewpoint on racial issues, I'm with Chris. I don't care what color the skin pigment is. Mm-hmm. That's got no bearing for it on anything for me. Behavior is everything.
Yeah.
Behavior is everything. Be it white, black, brown, green, purple. I don't care what color your skin is or what your nationality is or what your origin is. It's behavior with me. If mm-hmm. you act out and you are a disruption and you are, you're not a contributing member to our society in a positive fashion, and something horrible happens to you because of your behavior and because of your actions, all I got to say is you had it coming.
Yeah, that's it.
If Michael Brown, I'm just going to use that as an example, was just minding his own business, just sipping a Starbucks, sitting on the step of a house and enjoying the warm weather, nobody would ever bother with the guy.
Nope.
Never happened. Nobody just walks up and says, put your hands up, and then just blows him away in the street. It didn't happen that way.
Well, and if he did, just to add to your point, and then I'll get out of the way, if it did happen that way, that he was minding his own business and the cop just came up and shot him, no chance in hell would he have cleared through 2 hearings.
Correct.
The local and then the federal one.
Right, of course.
No way.
So from my personal standpoint, as far as being a racist or a bigot or anti-homosexual or anything, when it comes to, people who want to be gay or live the gay lifestyle or whatever it is you choose to do, go ahead and do it. I could give 2 shits about it. I just don't need to know about it. I don't need it flaunted. I don't need a parade. I don't need people waving flags. Look at me. Look at me. I'm gay. I'm gay. We're gay. We're a gay couple. I don't want to know. I don't care. Go do it. Just go. I'm not going to bother you.
And Wheezy, please cut all that up, please, into a bumper.
Yeah.
No, the gay thing is a whole different issue. For me, I am, to be fair, I'm somewhat against it. Not necessarily against homosexuality or, guys fucking guys or girls fucking girls or whatever. You want to do that, that's all fine. But don't come and think that it's my responsibility to fucking kiss your ass and accept it. Don't think that I have to sit there and say, oh, well, that's perfectly fine because that's the way it is. No, it's not. I see these fucking... the TMZ, I don't know if you ever check out TMZ.
Now and again. I saw a little bit this morning.
Did you see fucking this whole Bruce Jenner thing?
Yeah, where he's doing the whole transition to be a woman. And, here's the guy who won the triathlon back in 1976, and he was on every Wheaties box in the world, right. And he was like a role model, and he was like, everybody wanted to be a Bruce Jenner. Right.
Well, if Bruce Jenner wants to be a chick, that's fine. But I don't have to sit there and fucking pretend that in my head, well, that's okay.
You don't have to sit there and go, oh, hey, good for him.
Good for him for grabbing his individuality. No, I'm going to say exactly what I think, which is he's a weak-minded fruit. Because that's what he is. He's a weak piece of shit. You know what? Be what you are, you fucking weak-ass fag. That's really the bottom line, is that he just doesn't. All being a transsexual is that you're a gay dude that doesn't want to be perceived as gay. If you boil right down to it, isn't it?
I think that's what it is.
That's all it really is. It's what in the 70s was dressing in drag. Only now they can get their dick cut off to go along with it.
Right.
But that's really what it is. And you know what? I don't have to sit there and say, well, today's politically correct society wants us to accept that. So, okay, good for you, Bruce. Way to show your strength. It takes great courage. Fuck you. You're a fucking coward. That's what you are. Accept what you are. What you are is a gay dude that wants to suck dick. So say that's what you want and go do it. But don't think that I have to fucking encourage it. And that's just the way it is. And I know that drives people crazy because that's not the politically correct stance, but tough fucking shit.
Now I can see how Dittomist gets that conception of you, that perception of you that that you're just a hateful, intolerant, racist bigot.
Is it hateful to say what you honestly think?
No, it's not hateful. It's only hateful because you use speech that some people might find offensive.
No, it's only hateful because I don't share his opinion.
Right.
If I was that vehemently pro that, if I was on here saying, look, you guys that fucking want to bash on people having transgender operations are a bunch of fucking fags that are really killing and hurting these people, and you guys should be fucking ashamed of yourselves, you fucking cocksuckers. If I came out with exactly that stance, he'd probably be like, yeah. Right?
Right.
I just have hard opinions.
Right. Period. Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm gonna throw Dittomist a compliment.
Okay.
You and I, we had, I'm going to use Psycho Postman as a reference here.
Okay.
Here's a guy that enjoys what we do. listens to us, downloads the podcast, sometimes participates in the chat room when he can. Obviously very nervous to speak to us, like we're just like two, awesome famous guys or something. I don't know. Ever. But regardless of that, a guy like a Psycho Postman praises us because he enjoys everything we do. This Dittomist enjoys what we do to a point.
Okay.
And then basically articulated the part that he or she, I don't know if it's a male or female, doesn't like.
Right.
The compliment I'm going to pay to Dittomist is, rather than be one of these mindless people who criticize without any kind of basis for their criticism,
sure,
I think he or she did a good job in his description of what we do and what they don't like about what we do. Sure. Rather than go, Neeley and Chris suck and I hate them. Okay? and then leave it at that.
Sure.
But
no, I have no problem with it.
I have none either. And again, I don't mind criticism. I don't. In fact, I wish we'd get more, to be honest with you.
Right.
Because I'm always interested in how people view what we do here on the show, and this is a good example of it.
Sure.
And obviously the political and social commentary that we do from time to time, some people get on board with it and go, man, yeah, you guys kick ass. It's exactly what I was thinking. Right. Then there's other people who go, oh, here they go again. I wish they would fucking talk about this stuff. I listened to this for entertainment. Now we got to get into this stuff, and I hate it, and I live this every day, and I just do this. I just listen because I try to escape it. Now they're putting it in my face again. Now I got to turn it off.
Yeah.
And I know there's people out there like that, and that's all well and fine, and I appreciate the fact that people do listen.
Me too.
But I like the fact that this person was vocal about it. But here's one last point I'm going to make, and I'll wrap this up.
All right.
Dittomist, or anybody who has maybe the same type of outlook, these phone lines are open during the show.
Yeah.
We will talk to anybody. If we're in a subject that you have an opposing view or disagree or maybe have a different viewpoint or whatever the case may be, these phone lines are open. This is an uncensored, unfiltered show.
Yep.
We don't have screeners. We will take your call, and we'll discuss these things flat out. No holds barred. No censorship on your language. No screening you out for what are you going to say.
Yeah.
We'll take your phone call. 800-497-5891. The phone line is open throughout the entire show. Sure. So people such as a Dittomist, if you feel so strongly about your viewpoint and you want to throw something in or oppose our viewpoint or think that we're way off base or whatever the case may be, nothing stops you from picking up that phone and calling in during the live show.
Right. And if it's on the podcast, send us an email. request@theclassicmetalshow.com. If you hear something you don't agree with, send us an email. Send us why. We'll read it the next week. We always do. We're fucking lame. We need content.
Yeah, this isn't Sean Hannity or Bill O'Reilly or whoever takes live phone calls. We're not going to screen you out. We're going to let you talk.
Yeah, we want. No, but I said this to probably 3 people this week. I don't need to be right, and I think you feel the same way. Neeley doesn't feel like he needs to be right. We just say what we think.
Yeah,
and if somebody look. I'm waiting for somebody to change my mind on a lot of things. Somebody please come and change my mind about this president. Convince me that he's good. I'll listen. I do listen. Sometimes he does good shit. There's the occasional minute. I saw that fucking Chewbacca did something nice today. Troop related, or
she actually was complimentary about that sniper film.
Yeah. Yeah, she that's good.
And she didn't buckle to the Arabs by wearing a headdress when she was over there at that king's funeral.
Good for her.
That's what I say.
I support that.
Right, I do too.
It's about time we didn't fucking bow down.
Exactly. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
This is for political correctness. To hell with the spastics and the niggas. Hail and kill.
Jesus.
Did he say the spastics and the niggers? Is that what he said?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, Tim.
But that's the one that the Dittomist wants to have a show.
Well, you know what? And
I'm the racist.
And I'm going to say something here, and I'm not trying to pat ourselves on the back.
Yeah.
But without us being the vehicle for Tim or even Doghouse, even though Doghouse is a very talented guy in his own right, would these guys stand out as much?
I don't know that I want to put my name as any part of Tim James. I think Tim would do whatever Tim was going to do all by himself.
Sure. Trust me, they're what's his name?
Dittomist?
Yeah. There's a lot more to just doing a podcast on your own.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough. Really is. It's very tough.
Not fun at all.
No. So anyway, so I thought I'd bring that to your attention.
Well, thanks.
So you and I are right-wing,
right-wing racist dicks, basically.
Yeah, basically. So I guess anybody who has a conservative viewpoint, I guess that makes you hateful.
Well, it definitely makes you a racist.
Yes.
I mean, haven't we learned that in the last 6 years? That
Absolutely.
If you're president, you're a racist?
I guess if you ask for accountability from anybody,
right,
that makes you a racist.
That's right.
Or a bigot or hateful.
Right.
Or whatever. So
I've long since accepted that badge.
Yeah. So anyway, thought I'd bring that to your attention. But I liked it. I liked the commentary. I liked the the criticism, and I liked the praise at the same time. So
I have no people probably Dittomist probably thought that I'd be all pissed off. I like those kind of comments.
I do too. That's why I said I was going to throw a compliment.
Yeah.
Toward them for their viewpoint.
And it's funny because the ones that I don't bring to the show, like we get about 10 comments a week on YouTube. I should give you the YouTube login so that you could log in there. If you ever want to see the comments? The comments are always the same. You guys are fucking assholes, man.
Yeah. And there's never any explanation why. It's just, you're just an asshole.
Yeah, but we know what, like, the one that we're still getting comments on, if you can believe this, is KXM.
Really?
Another comment today. Fuck these guys. These guys have no talent.
Okay.
All right, thanks. But there's nothing I can do. What am I gonna do? Collect those up? Okay, here's the next batch of people with no real fucking point. so I don't bring them to the show. But there's always comments over there.
Sure.